What's up everyone, I'm Zach, welcome to Altcoin Edge, and if you're looking for 1000x moon coins and hype, well, you're not going to find it here, so I suggest you go to another channel that will lie to you and then take your money. Today we are going to be discussing a project called ParaState. Well, ParaState is a multi-chain smart contract platform bridging the application and developer ecosystems between Ethereum and Polkadot, right? But more explicitly, it aims to provide an industry standard of highly optimized and extendable smart contracts environment. Ethereum, as many of you may know, was the first blockchain ecosystem that made use of smart contracts to create a virtual environment, or a virtual agreement even, between two or more parties. And this has opened up all types of functionalities between users and their digital assets, right? However, since its inception, Ethereum created a very rigid virtual machine, the EVM. And this is what was used and still is what's used. And it causes a lot of problems like slow performance, high gas feeds, and limited language flexibility because it's mainly Solidity. WebAssembly then came along a few years ago, and this is the new industry standard which allows developers to generate applications on the internet, quite simply. WASM, as it became to be known, was supported by all of the big boys, the Microsoft, Windows, Google, etc. It was also used in the next generation of blockchains, right, with Cosmos, Solana and Polkadot. But more importantly, they use WASM as the virtual machine architecture to interact with dApps, decentralized applications. So now there was a disconnect between WASM and EVM, right? So the good folks at the Ethereum Foundation proposed, as you guessed it, a WebAssembly flavored Ethereum virtual machine, or an eWASM. Therefore, the Ethereum virtual machine and Ethereum WebAssembly have some similarities at their core, like account and data structure. What is missing though, there was no multi-chain platform that offered an option for developers, right, to migrate projects that aren't on Ethereum to the Ethereum virtual machine and also offer reverse compatibility. So this is what ParaState does. It's the first substrate blockchain solution with integrated eWASM and EVM technology. It got a grant from the Web3 Foundation to improve Ethereum's rigid architecture. Then it developed a new standard that allows developers to have a more efficient virtual machine under full compatibility with Ethereum. This is how ParaState's SSVM eWASM substrate module was born. What a mouthful. Devs had two options before this, essentially. Develop your applications on the huge and popular Ethereum ecosystem through the Ethereum virtual machine and build slower and more inefficient systems, or go for the best performance, right, and the speed that the WebAssembly offers in places like Cosmos and Solana. But then you're also limited to a single system with usability and market capitalization negatively affected. So the kicker is, through ParaState, you can migrate non-Ethereum projects into the Ethereum ecosystem without sacrificing performance and speed. It's also backwards compatible, meaning existing smart contracts built on Solidity in the Ethereum can be implemented without any alterations, therefore saving lots of time, effort and money. ParaState Sale is happening on Republic on the 10th of January starting at 11 PM UTC until the 19th of January. The first 36 hours are a whitelisted period, so you must have one state token already, and they've already been given out. Payments are only accepted in USDC and Ethereum, with the minimum purchase $500 and the maximum $2,000. There are 1 billion state tokens, and they've had 3 previous rounds of funding, raising $11.8 million in total and distributing 268.8 million tokens already, so a quarter of the total supply. For the sale, there are 3 different lockup periods. There's a 1-month lockup period for 2% of the tokens, and this costs 19.5 cents per token. There's a 3-month lockup again for 2% of the tokens, and this costs 15.5% per token. And then there's a 6-month lockup with 1% of the total supply. That's 10 million tokens, and that price is 12 cents per token. So if you go with the highest price of 19.5 cents per token, that will give us an FDV of $195 million for this project. ParaState is looking to raise 8.2 million, giving away 5% of the tokens, having already raised 11.8 million, but this time for 26% of the tokens. So I'll let you guys do the maths there. Guys, so many influencers on YouTube promised the moon, 1000x this coin, 3 weeks later 1000x this coin, and it's all lies. It's absolutely all lies. We focus on early stage IDOs, NFTs, whitelists, right? I've left links to our Telegram below. We're actually honest and we do our own research and we read white papers and we go further. We found out that actually 69% of you aren't actually subscribed to this channel, so please guys, give us a sub. give us a like, give us a comment below, and yeah, Bitcoin releases a 3-month clip for the strategic, the seed, and the private investor. 6 months for the advisors and team, then 30 months, which isn't that long compared to other projects, let's be honest. At TGE, a Token Genesis event, there's 5.2% of the tokens being unlocked, with major unlocks being at 3 and 6 months. There you have it, a quick overview of ParaState and its upcoming sale.